Live.
All right.
And we are live. Welcome, welcome. This is Jessica Daniels from Detroit, Michigan, and I'm here today with a couple team members of mine. And we're going to talk a little bit with Jeremy Heady. This is Jeremy Heady from, where are you from, Jeremy?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Indianapolis, Indiana. And I'm in Detroit. And this is Sheila Smith. Sheila, where are you from?
Hi guys, I'm from Germany.
Beautiful Germany. I hate that I'm white. I apologize for my camera. So I want to talk a little bit today with Jeremy because he's been on my team now for a couple months, and this guy is just killing it. He's really positioned himself as a leader, and he's getting authority fast. He's put over 64 people in his primary network marketing business, which is absolutely amazing. And he started a blog. He's been blogging every single day. He's getting a lot of unique visitors, and he's just killing it. So Jeremy, I would love for you to talk to my audience and just, what got you started in network marketing?
Well, originally, I originally started network marketing about 10 years ago, and before that, I had tried real estate, I had tried insurance sales, but really what actually motivated me was a book by Robert Kiyosaki called Rich Dad Poor Dad. This book, right, if you've been in the network marketing industry for more than a year or 2 years, you know about Robert Kiyosaki. You know about the Rich Dad series. You know about the cash flow quadrant and all that stuff. Okay, when I read that book, I was actually in Iraq when I read that book, and after I read it, like, I could not wait to get home. I wanted to do something and start a bit. I wanted to do something to change my life. I wanted to be able to get out of the Marine Corps and become, the six-figure earner, the millionaire, whatever. I eventually wanted to be the guy that speaks on stage. Okay, so when I got home, one of the things I realized about Robert Kiyosaki was that he talks about real estate a lot in his book. That was actually his start. So I went to real estate school and got my real estate license. I ended up after 9 months, I actually got fired because I went on a training exercise and the person I had left my clients to didn't take care of my clients. So my company actually had fired me. Well, I had only sold 2 houses during that entire 9 months that I was in real estate. So I wasn't really making a lot. I was actually spending a lot more than what I was making. So I was like, okay, maybe this isn't for me. I even tried investment real estate, and it just, like, I made a lot of mistakes in that, and it just wasn't. I found out it probably isn't for me. So I tried insurance sales. Well, the insurance sales people would give me a list of leads to call. And when I got these leads, these leads, I found out really quickly, had already been called like 8 to 10 times by some other agent within the insurance company.
Oh my God.
So needless to say, I was constantly getting yelled at on the phone. I told you guys not to call me. I told you guys not to call me. So imagine how discouraging that is.
Yeah.
I was gone from that business within about a month because of that. I couldn't handle it anymore. It was so discouraging. So then, at about this time, this was around 2006, 2007, when network marketing was really starting to make a scene. Okay, so I started network marketing around then. So it's actually not been quite 10 years. It's been about 9 years. But I started network marketing. I tried different companies here, there, and I was never getting anybody to sign up. Could never get anything to happen. I just kept trying and trying and trying. I was working my butt off, and I could not get anything to happen. Well, then I gave up. I quit. I was like, okay, this isn't for me. I guess I'm just stuck working a regular job for the rest of my life. So I'm just going to practice on my skills in the Marine Corps. Practice on my, work on my leadership skills, etc. And I'll go out and be a manager somewhere once I get out of the Marine Corps. Well, then, this was probably back in February of this year. This has not been long. Somebody actually answered one of my Craigslist ads. I was looking for a job, and I had put out a Craigslist ad looking for a job. Well, somebody answered that ad. It was a network marketer. I answered the, well, at first, I kind of sat on it for about 2 weeks. I was like, I don't really want to get into this again. I'm going to end up spending more money than I want. It's going to be discouraging. Like, I was just talking myself down the whole time for about 2 weeks. Well, then I finally signed up under her, and I started really, like, and she was actually a good sponsor. I don't recommend the MLM that it was in, but, you know, that regardless, she was a good sponsor. And because of her sponsorship, I started seeing how, I started like recognizing what a good sponsor is supposed to do, certain things. So then I signed up to my current MLM, and I started doing those same things sponsoring. And I started getting a few signups here and there in the beginning, but I still wasn't getting where I wanted to, and I wasn't getting there fast. I was like, wow, I really need something else. And then I went to join Jessica's group, and she just started talking to me. And this is actually what this program actually teaches you how to do. It teaches you how to build a relationship with somebody. And that's exactly what Jessica did. She built a relationship. Are you still with us, Jessica? Did we lose her? Well, I'll keep talking anyway because we're live. But anyway, Jessica, she started a relationship with me and started building that relationship. And then she introduced me to this program, and that was about 3 months ago. And it was the best decision I've ever made in my life. Now, since we've lost her, I'm just going to go ahead and continue on with where she was going to go with asking me questions about blogging. So she was saying that I've been killing it on blogging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen right now. All right, and I'm going to show my stats right now. That's the first thing I'm going to show. This is my stats for my blog. Okay, now this right here was all paid traffic, but it was cheap. It was $5 for like 30 days of paid traffic. What I was noticing, though, when I first started doing that was I wasn't getting a lot of leads out of it. Like, they were visiting my site, but they weren't doing anything on it. So it was either my site, my blog. Well, for one, I wasn't getting a lot of posts out at this time. I wasn't really posting a lot. So a lot of people were, you know, they visit and then they leave. And that's not what you want on a blog. You want people to stick around, you know. So right about here was when that paid traffic kind of stopped. Was right about here. Okay? Right about the 3rd of May, which was what, about 2.5 weeks ago? Okay? Then I changed from having a static page to no static page, and I noticed that I was only getting basically one visitor or one view per visitor, and I was like, that's no good. So I put my about page as my static page again, and it started doubling to about 2 views per visitor because they'd see my about page, and then they'd click on one of my blog posts. That way they wouldn't necessarily just see the very first blog post. They would actually see, they'd actually be able to click on which one they wanted, and that's more valuable, I think. Because they can click the one that actually interests them the most, rather than having to scroll down and find one that interests them most. So I started doing that, and I started using Ray Higdon's 16 tips to a network marketing blog, and that's actually what I started doing right here. And the reason it jumped up right here is because of probably this post right here. This post right here, I actually linked to a trending post that had the Shark Tank star Barbara Corcoran, where she was actually talking in her own way. She was talking about attraction marketing, and she didn't reference network marketing at all. She was just talking about, in business in general, she was talking about attraction marketing, and I don't even think she called it attraction marketing. She was just talking about building relationships, and I was just like, oh, I gotta link to that. And as soon as I linked to that, boom, it shot up. So, and here, like, I've been averaging approximately about 150 a day.
Do you know
Now,
that this is still a live broadcast, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so can I just finish interviewing you real quick? And then...
yes. Well, you dropped off, so I just started talking.
Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry about that, you guys. I don't know, my computer is funny. When I do Hangouts, it's funny. It's really funny. Okay, so cool, Jeremy. So awesome. That's really powerful stuff. You've been in insurance. You've been in real estate. You've been basically in sales for 10 years or something. And I know plenty of people, plenty of entrepreneurs that were in real estate. They the market completely flipped, and a lot of people, particularly Ray Higdon, he was in insurance, he was in real estate, and he had to go. He went through personal foreclosure, you know, and he failed in a bunch of network marketing companies before he.
Oh no, we lost her again. So anyway, I guess I'll talk about a little bit about what she was talking about with him going through foreclosure. I actually, when I was doing investment properties, I actually had to do a short sale on one of my properties. I don't know, anybody who's in real estate knows what a short sale is. It's basically where I sell the property for actually less than what it's worth, than what I owe on it, and I sell it for less than what I owe on it, and basically the bank writes it off. So that was a big mark on my credit. It didn't show up as a foreclosure, but it still shows up as a write-off, which is actually really bad on your credit. It takes 7 years for it to come off. So I understand, like, this is something new I'm learning about Ray Higdon actually right now with what Jessica's telling you guys right now, is that me and him have very similar beginnings. It sounds like he was in a lot of network marketing companies, as was I. He was in both insurance and real estate, as was I. And the only difference between Ray Higdon and me right now is Ray Higdon's been doing it a lot longer than I have. He's been in MLSP a lot longer than I have. That is the only difference between me and Ray Higdon right now. And that's the way that's my mentality right now. Ray Higdon is a millionaire right now. And me, in my mind, I am a millionaire. I'm not financially yet, but I will be. And that's not an if. That's not a maybe. That is, I will. And if you believe it, you will. This business has a lot to do with mindset. In any sales business, it's all about mindset. Because sales, anybody will tell you, sales is a numbers game. Not everybody's going to say yes to you. It's like you were talking about earlier, Sheila, about Diane Hotman. You know, not everybody's going to say yes to you. You know, and you have to realize that, and you can't force people to say yes to you. But as you get the numbers in, as you keep talking to people, as you keep proving yourself as a leader, as you keep branding yourself, not only are people going to start saying yes to you, but they're going to start asking you for help. And that's where this system is so powerful, because it brands you. It actually teaches you how to become that professional. Not, you know, to go from newbie to professional almost overnight. And that's what this community is all about. I don't know. I guess I can start talking about my vlog again. But anyway, where was I? I was gonna refresh this, guys, real quick. What am I sharing right now? I am sharing. Okay. Let me know if you can't see my screen, Sheila. Because I think I've got it set up to where, okay. Because I know on my webinar I had it where. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jessica's coming on again.
Okay, when she comes back, she'll say something.
Wow, you guys are still here. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. I'm going to just try to make this really short before I pop off again. And if I do, then I don't know. But okay, so that's really powerful, Jeremy. You're doing so well. You're doing really well. You're blogging every single day, and it's so cool. So, so what is it that has it? So now you're with MLSP. Has MLSP caused you to become better at marketing? Have the tool?
Have the what? Oh no, we lost her again.
Have the tools.
I think that's what she was getting ready to say. Yeah, and like I kind of want to ask her, are you kidding right now? Because MLSP has given me everything I need to make my business successful. Everything. It has taught me how to brand myself. It's given me thousands of hours of training that, like, in my entire lifetime, I could not go through all this training that they have in there. And it goes all the way from beginner, all the way from turning yourself from a six-figure incomer to a millionaire. It has training for lifetime. And all you have to do is go in the training library and access it. As far as tools, the two main tools that we have in MLSP that are so valuable are the CRM, which is probably the CRM and the Finalizer. The CRM is a customer relationship manager that is basically like an online Rolodex. I actually just thought of how to say that the other day because I was trying to figure out how to explain that to people. It's like, oh, what happened? Okay. It's like an online Rolodex. Basically what it is, it's an organizer for all of your leads, whether they come from your MLM, whether they come from your brick and mortar business that you got out there that they came in through a capture page on your site. You can actually put them in there as well. You know, and they won't get, you can actually set it up to where they get a specific autoresponder that you have set up for that business. So they don't even know that they're going into MLSP, into your MLSP back office. They have no idea that they're going back there, but that's how you manage them. That's how you keep, you know, that's how you can follow up with them. You can actually, as soon as your leads go back there, you can schedule a task. Hey, follow up in 7 days. You know, follow up in 14 days. You can set, like, that's actually one of the things I'm starting to do with my leads is I'm going to do the initial contact. After the initial contact, I set up 2 scheduled dates. My scheduled dates are going to be 7-day and 14-day in my CRM. That way, you know, I call them, PM them something at 7 days. At 14 days, same thing. I call them, PM something. I make contact with them. And my contact with them isn't, hey, are you getting ready to sign up for MLSP? Of course not. You know, that's not what they want to hear. They're not going to respond to that. Nobody, even I wouldn't have responded to that. You know, back when I joined. What you want to say is, hey, how you doing? How's your business coming along? You know, I'm still here if you need my help. You know, that's one of the things MLSP taught me. Number one is providing value and helping people. That's what we do. We're not all about, you know, making the sale. Yes, we do make money from it, and it's good money. And the money will come if you do it the right way. If you offer help to people, because people don't care how much money you make. Honestly, really, nobody cares how much money you make. They're more jealous of how much money you make if you're making a lot than they care. You know, if you put out ads out, like I see ads out there all. Okay, here comes Jessica again.
I'm back,
I'll wait
you
till
guys.
she comes back on. Okay.
So, yeah. So, has MLSP helped you to have a lot more success? Sounds to me like you, for 10 years, you struggled some with sales and network marketing, and has MLSP helped you?
Oh, absolutely. I was actually just talking about this when you dropped off. How with the training that we have in the back office, and I was talking about the 2 tools we have, the CRM and the Finalizer, that are just amazing tools. And the Finalizer is basically where you can make custom-made sales funnels. I actually didn't get into talking about that, but the Finalizer is where you get to make custom-made sales funnels for any business, whether it be a brick and mortar. You could have a bike shop, because that was my original dream when I was a little kid, was to own a bike shop one day, like actual bicycle, you know, the pedal kind. But that was my dream when I was a little kid.
I tell you what, I am going to go ahead and stop the broadcast. I am so honored, and I respect your guys' time as entrepreneurs. You know, I'm going to stop the broadcast now. I don't want it to be too long. My computer.
I think what she was getting ready to say is her computer keeps messing up on her. Well, I'm sure we'll have better luck next time. Get a new computer. Hey, for those of you guys who are still on, since we are still live, I don't know if she's even going to be able to knock it off of live yet. Maybe I don't even know if one of us can. Um, but since you guys are still on here, this is one like we were talking before this broadcast actually, and we were just sitting here laughing and joking with each other because this business is fun if you make it fun, and that's one of the things MLSP teaches you how to do. Is it teaches you how to have fun with people, how to you build relationships with people, you build friendships with people, and these friendships are not just you're not just going to make a sale and walk away. These friendships are going to be lifelong friendships that you're going to make with people. Like when you go to conventions, you're going to shake their hand and say and be like, "Hey, it's finally nice to actually see you in person." I mean, you're going to be so excited. Like I can actually see people never seeing people before in their life, and they go to live the dream. They're going to be hugging each other because they already know each other so well that they're literally just going to run up to each other and give each other a hug. I can already see that happening, and it's going to be amazing. So with that, Sheila, you have anything to add before she comes back and kicks us off live?
Entertaining the crowd now?
I guess.
No.
But
Not really,
I don't
because you're saying everything that needs to be said.
I'm trying to. Even though it was Jessica's webinar, she said she was going to interview me, so I was like, all right, come on with it. So let me see here. What can I?
Can you?
I mean, I don't even know how to stop the live.
So I get off the camera.
What's that?
Oh.
Oh, get you off the camera. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to cut off live though, since she's not on now. I guess the only way we can do it is if we both hit leave call. She just came back. Okay.
So thank you to everybody who has watched today. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Sheila. We'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.